Hey guys, Joe here at ECRM's Pet Session in Chicago, and I'm with Jeff from Raley's. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Jeff was one of the panelists on our retail panel discussion, and before we get into that conversation, can you talk a little bit about Raley's in general, and then what your pet category is like?
Raley's in general, 119 grocery stores, Northern California, Northern Nevada. Family owned, third generation, so very proud of that. Just trying to explore, my job here is to explore pet.
You know, a big topic of conversation here at the session has been CBD. And on the panel discussion, we dedicated a lot of time, there was a lot of Q&A. Now you're in a unique position because you just got the okay to go ahead with CBD. And so I'd like to get a sense of what you're going through now and why you got the go ahead first.
The okay to proceed with CBD for pets and like topicals for people. So from ingestible for humans, we're still not allowed to.
Yeah, and a lot of people are not.
Right, yeah. So Raley's a little unique. We're in two different states. So we have two different laws in California and Nevada. California being more open, and Nevada not so much for now. So trying to figure out how do we cross that bridge. Do we have two different planograms, two different laws? How do we make customers happy all the way around? So it's kind of tough.
Well, speaking of the planograms, what kind of ideas are you bouncing around?
The biggest obstacle is where to put it.
Okay.
How do I make it visible for customers? The pet aisle is not the most highly trafficked aisle. So do we want it up front? Do we want it locked up somewhere? Do we want to put it over towards a pharmacy where somebody can a knowledgeable person can actually help a customer?
Yeah.
We're not a pet specialty store. We don't have people walking up and down the aisles that can answer questions. So training, knowledge to the consumer.
Another important part.
It's so new to us, so new to a lot of customers. There's a lot of perceptions out there. How do you educate them to make sure that's the right decision? How do we make sure they can find it, right? And educate them on what they're actually purchasing. So back to planograms, right now I have no clue.
Gotcha.
We're here talking to vendors, we're open, we're looking, getting ideas.
So you're in the exploratory phase right now?
Exploratory phase.
So, all right, so how are because of that, what are your conversations like with the CBD vendors that are here today?
Who are they selling to? How are those partners merchandising? How are they selling it? How are they communicating and educating customers? Is it a shelf talker? Is it, you visit this website? Kind of anything to just let people know that, hey, we have it and here's how you can learn about it.
Gotcha. Now, some of these CBD suppliers here are newer startups. Some of them have reached some retail experience.
Right.
So I'm guessing, and let me know, some of them may have a set plan or some recommendations. Some of them may be working through them with you, right?
Yes. Some are just looking to partner to get their product out there. They're launching next week or next month, but here's their sample and they want to try.
Okay.
And you've got some partners that have established and they know the laws and they've been around here for 3 years and they're already working with some East Coast retailers, and those are the ones I'm really trying to latch onto and just be a sponge and gain whatever knowledge they have to help guide us, because again, it's so new.
Yeah. What other kind of research are you doing? Are you working with some lawyers to look into
the legalities of the whole CBD, because perception is leading CBD. And so we just want to make sure we're out in front of it and not playing catch up. So yeah, we have we've asked our internal legal department, is this the right thing for us? Is it okay for us? And that's how we got the topical okay and not the ingestible okay. Pets are fine. So everybody's on board,
Gotcha.
Whether it's legal, whether it's marketing, whether it's the buying side. CBD is so new and so it's like a tidal wave coming.
Yeah.
And we have to be ready for it.
So, well, hopefully the fact that Walgreens and CVS have both gotten in the game in a pretty big way, that's going to help push the momentum. Certainly on the consumer side, it's going to raise awareness about CBD in general. And that's just going to be helpful as far as pushing the needle. But I know that on the panel, like Antoine from Pet Food Experts, he mentioned that he put in almost a year and a half of research before he got
Right.
started. Do you have a kind of timeline, or is it just, you know, when will you know you're ready to get in?
That is a great question. I guess finding the right partner that we feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
Finding the right, so a partner, a supplier, you know, the distribution aspect. It's tying all the little pieces together, and we're not even close to launching yet. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm 6 months out at least before I
Yeah.
can actually commit to something. So
Gotcha. But at least
It's
here you have some
it is nice to know there are people out there that
Yes.
are you know
doing it. Yeah.
they're blazing the trail, and we'll probably just get caught up in that vacuum, that
Yeah.
CBD vacuum that's, you know, bringing everybody in. You know, a lot of times you want to be first to market. This
This is a little different.
In this
Yeah.
instance, I'm
Yeah.
okay just, you know, letting somebody else, you know, jump in first, and we'll dip our toe in and then slowly progress.
All right, so a kind of fast follower approach.
Exactly.
Okay.
You also have to know your customer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and so is our clientele that CBD customer, or do we want them to be that customer? So, you know, are we, you know, we have a great partner. Dunnhumby is our data partner, and we track, you know, who our customer is, and you know, as we do have like a lot of, I'll say, an older clientele.
Okay.
And what is their knowledge of CBD? Will we offend them thinking if, you know, they walk into our stores and see, you know, a bottle with a little marijuana leaf on it? Is
Yeah.
that, you know, is that an image we want to present to that? Well, I don't want to alienate anybody,
Yes.
but I also want to bring in, you know, all the new. You know, we're all catering to the millennials and that you know, Gen Zs or whoever we want to call them, but that's, you know, it's a tough call. You don't want to alienate your base.
No, but you know, here's another thing that I've been seeing, a personal experience, is they may not know, you know, the older generation may
Right.
not know, but their kids will know, or grandkids.
True, right.
You know, so my dad's got back pain, chronic back pain. My grandmother has pain all over.
Right, yep.
And I've recommended
Arthritis,
CBD
and
for
there's
them.
all that, yeah.
They didn't know about it until I started telling them about it. My mom tried a CBD topical because she had shingles last year, so for the nerve pain, boom, worked instantly.
Wow.
So all of a sudden, so now if she heard about, now she's recommending CBD to my grandma. So, you know, yes, I see your point as far as alienating them, that market. But on the other hand, some of the younger ones may be recommending it already.
Right.
So, and then the other thing you have is, because you have such a knowledge base among the cannabis dispensaries, which are also selling CBD, and I think a lot of the trends that come from there, you know, that might help, in particular in California.
Yeah. It's there's so much to learn about CBD. You know, like we said, you know, the legalities, the banking issues. You know, it's, again, I don't want to be first to market, but I don't want to be dead last to market.
Yes,
So
yeah.
you want to catch that wave. We're just gonna play it safe. We're just gonna go slow and steady wins the race in this case.
That's a very good advice from Jeff. So thank you for joining us.
Our pleasure.
And thanks again for being on the panel.
Got it. Thank
All right.
you.